I'm Dr. JELATI Bellanton. I am the CEO of a crypto hedge fund. I supposedly the first Black female CEO of a crypto hedge fund. And I also have an organization called Kids Who Bank, where we teach financial literacy in over 288 schools around the United States.
Wow.
First question for you.
Yes.
Bitcoin under 20K.
Yes.
People are getting a little scared now in this economy. Should
Yes.
people be buying Bitcoin and crypto, or should they be getting rid of it?
I say buy the dip. If you've watched Bitcoin's journey, it literally has gone down 80% in the past and then came back with vengeance, right? Where we saw it come from 8,000 to 65,000, it's 55, 45. The numbers extremely don't ever fail. So to me, it's really about budgeting for long-term investing. Bitcoin is not a short-term investor's dream. Right? Now, if you are a day trader, maybe you can make that a short-term investor's dream. But if you're not, just keeping mindful of that. And if you're a day trader, little tip, Bitcoin, Ethereum, different tokens, they have these trends where they drop 12 to 15% for a day or two, and then they go back up. So maybe just pay attention to the market, see what it's doing, what the wiggle is. And even if it's something where Ethereum just yesterday was at $903 per share, imagine, right?
Wow.
And then today it's already at $1,050 per share.
Yeah.
So if you're day trading, that would have been a nice, pretty little payday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So imagine if you put $10,000 into that, you would have been making that profit.
Wow. So explain to the people that don't know exactly what is a day trader.
Okay, so a day trader is a person who's watching the market while the market is open. With crypto, the market is open 24/7. And then they learn the market trade hours. So they'll notice that, hey, between 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., it might be moving a lot. Or it might move between 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And so that person will then watch the market and move accordingly and invest a certain amount so that they can bank a certain profit. So if your goal is to bank $1,000 profit, you might need 10 pieces, right? Which is about $10,000 to make $1,000 profit if it's going up 10%, right? But then you'll do your math, and once you know your math, you work with the actual market hours. So if you were day trading in the stock market, the stock market is open Monday through Friday, minus holidays, and it's from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the United States Eastern Time. So you're going to look at that, and that's basically the same rules that apply from stocks and investing is the same rules for crypto.
Here's what I want to know.
Yes?
Cryptocurrency, has it always been a passion of yours?
So for the last 6 years, aggressively, yes. Prior to that, I'm a former investment banker, so I was more stocks and bonds. But then I just noticed that there was a lack of transparency when it comes to how things are happening in the corporate space. So I didn't like the fact that it would be, 6 months later, 2 quarters later, a full year later that you would find out companies were doing their own buy-ins on their stocks, which would then lead you to thinking that the company's doing better than it actually is. And you would run and be like, oh, let me go buy more. They had a great month. And then later on, a year later, you found out that it was only because the CEO of the company or the CFO decided to buy back more shares. And so for me, I like the transparency that the blockchain gives.
Right.
And so I started just shifting my clients to what I feel like is going to be the next big thing, which is crypto.
Got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Black Money Forum, Juneteenth.
Yes.
What Jude has created. Tell us, what does that mean to you?
So for me, growing up, especially as investment banking, I started my first internship was 15. By the age of 16, I was hired by Credit Suisse First Boston as a paid intern.
Wow.
That stayed on.
Wow.
And so I've been in the game since I was 15, right? And so when I saw people in the game, it wasn't me. It wasn't brown and black people. It wasn't a female, right? So I was predominantly around older Caucasian people, Russian, Jewish. I much love to them because oftentimes they gave me a lot of free information. And when I would find a black CEO sometimes, it was almost like they were afraid to talk to me. Like, are you the secretary? Like, who are you, right?
Oh, wow.
And so we've come so far financially in this space to see myself as a black woman who has real estate, who's diversified her portfolio, and then finding other black women, other black people in the same space, men who are doing amazing things, women who are doing amazing things. I don't think there's anything I could take away from that. And now as a parent, it's beautiful that my husband and I were able to now give that kind of energy and my husband's Haitian, so sac passe, right? Right, and I had to live up on Creole because that's what we do, right?
All right.
Wow.
And
Look at that. That's nice.
But fast forward, for me, it was beautiful that now we can give our child the opportunity to go to other countries like Ghana, where Ghana is like a safe version of Haiti. Right? So if you're Jamaican, if you're Haitian, if you're from the Caribbean, you go to Ghana, there's islands where the people look just like us, right?
Yes.
And now he's not a minority in the country, he's the majority, right? Because he's melanated and he sees doctors and lawyers and presidents who are all melanated. And so Black Money Forum to me is just showing that on so many different scales.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. Wow.
So,
Let the people know where they could check you out one more time.
So if you're on Instagram or Twitter at JELATI Bellanton or at BMU Meta, so please feel free to reach out. And if you're checking this out, definitely just let us know you're from Sac Passe, and maybe we'll give you one of our discovery calls for free for crypto.
Wow.
You heard it first. You heard that plug.
You heard that.
I love it.
Beautiful.
That's what's up.